such a fucking lady.
Damn, bitch. With me?
It wasn't my fault, but
Yeah, when we about to leave to go on road trips, like, we didn't go on many, but like, you know what I mean? The ones I remember them being...
the rest not being your favorite.
Yeah.
That's like being south of the border.
Oh yeah, you used to be obsessed with South of the Border.
I still am. Fuck.
And they already tore it down?
I don't know. I haven't. Well, when did we go to Virginia?
I don't know.
Oh, David's
wedding.
wedding.
The
Yeah,
wedding.
on the
The
way
wedding.
back, it was
The
still
wedding.
there.
Yeah, was it?
It was.
Okay.
It was still there.
It's been a minute. I think I read something online recently, like as of late, where they said they was gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
take her down.
They said that a while
Pound
ago. You and that fucking town.
Just left Pound Town. Just saying, man.
So yeah, I get it. Rest stops are cool.
What else is cool to you?
Being
Being back for another week.
back for another week.
Of
Look at us.
This is such a fucking lady.
Fucking lady.
The podcast. Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
And we being ladies today.
Chantea.
We being ladies because it's Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Drinko.
Suavemente. Come on.
What that mean?
I don't fucking know. Don't act like the song don't hit the club though.
I don't know that one.
You don't know that one?
All I know is Dame Huevo. Is that who is that? Who is
I
that?
don't know.
Dame Huevo. Everybody, that used to be a hit.
In the club though, so I meant that hit.
What's your favorite? Is that your favorite like Mexican song? Is this like Spanish? What do we call this? Spanish, Latino, Afro beats. I don't know.
I would go to Latino just because I don't
Like Spanish people, like I heard they love Pitbull. I think in Florida, I heard like they really love Pitbull. In
Oh, what's
Florida.
the guy now that everybody is?
Florida.
No,
Oh, okay. They love him down there too. I thought we just live in Florida.
Bad
niggas.
Bunny.
Oh yeah, they do like Bad Bunny. Yeah,
You
yeah,
popping
yeah.
now.
I wish I knew some of their songs offhand. I know them. Like if I sit and listen to them. But yeah.
Yeah. So, anything else?
That was
Cool.
anything else cool? You know what was cool?
What?
The Jason Lee and Carisha interview.
Oh yeah, I liked it.
Did you watch like the whole thing, or you just watched snippets?
I watched little snippets. I didn't watch the whole thing. You watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm
did.
like a person that you did right. I'm a person where I feel like you can't give your true opinion on anything unless you really watch the whole thing.
Watch the whole thing.
So
Okay.
when people would tell me like, "Oh, I like that. That was a good interview. I like that podcast," and you don't, because you don't really even know like if
You didn't
really,
listen to the.
you didn't really listen to the meat and potatoes. You heard like a hot take. You know what I'm saying? So what's crazy is I actually didn't know that he interviewed her. So like, in a sense of like, it wasn't like I was waiting for the interview to drop. Like,
Right.
you know, sometimes like Baddies episode and like shit like that. I was waiting for those to drop. Like, waiting for them to drop.
Right.
But this, I didn't even know what was happening. So I had like, I was on my
Ran across it.
yeah, on my YouTube, because you know I watch a podcast, so it was like popping up like podcasts and stuff, and I was like Jason Lee and Carisha. So then I googled like when he recorded her.
Right,
I didn't know if it was
to see if it
old,
was
if it was
recent,
new,
right, I
because
get
I felt like I was tripping. Like I didn't know somebody just like whatever. So I looked it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good interview. I feel like she's like growing on me now.
Right. I did like JT more than I liked Carisha at one point, but now I like Carisha.
Was that like when they first started? Like when do you think the change happened for you?
Okay, so then JT came home and she was on her
Free
bullshit.
JT.
Right. And so I was like, okay, I like her, right? And then Carisha, I feel like when JT came home, Young Miami started like showing more of her personality.
Okay.
And whenever her and Saucy started like really like kicking it,
yeah.
and then I was just
going
like
live and
going
stuff.
live all the time, and I was just like, oh, I
She
really
getting
like
more
her.
comfortable, yeah.
And then JT just always seems like she's on the defense these days, and I was like,
I don't know if it's a defense or like a personality thing. Because like for me, as much as I I want our podcast to succeed and be successful, I'm not like excited about like stardom, if that makes sense. Or like being amongst the crowd. Like that's just not my personality. Like even though I'm a people person, and when I am with people, I have fun, and people are like, oh, well, you're so good at this. It doesn't mean I enjoy it.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Facts. I understand.
Why are you looking at me? I'm taller than you again?
I was just trying to make sure I see.
Yeah, I do look taller than you. You got me. I'm in the ceiling, huh?
Oh,
Here you go.
Here
Here you go.
Here
Here you
fucking
go. Here you go.
Here you fucking go.
Here you go, creating illusions. Here you go. Look at me. Why am I here? I go in the ceiling. same thing. I just
Now look at that.
Oh, you
I sat up.
you-
I wasn't sitting
Oh,
up.
so it was posture. Okay. My apologies.
So like, please.
But yeah, it was a great. I want to say it was a good interview. I felt like Jason Lee was trying to, like he always do, like trying to get like little like tidbits out of her.
Did he like what were some good
things he asked or said? One thing, the most interesting thing that he said on the episode, you know, you can just unlock it when it's like.
I don't know how to do that. If I knew how to do it, I would have.
So, okay, so he said something, and it was talking about did he have having that baby, and he was like, yeah, well, I knew you already knew about it, and she's like, Jason, how you knew I already knew about it? And he was like, yeah, because y'all was all on vacation together. And he dropped that little tidbit, like they were on vacation together before she had the baby. So like people was like, yeah. So they were all. He's like, I knew that you knew before it was announced, because it was announced when she was still pregnant.
Right.
So or actually right after she had the baby, or whatever. It was like right in the
right.
same time frame or whatever. And she was like, yeah, I knew you had already knew about the baby in general because y'all were on vacation together. And Christian just started smiling and just basically was like, yeah, you know, Hollywood Unlocked is St. Lucia Unlocked, St. Barb's Unlocked, like just dropping hints as to like where they was or where they could have been.
Right.
So I was like, okay, cute. Okay, that was okay. Like,
right.
And I thought that was cool. Now, what Jason did do that I peeped, but like, I don't know if anybody else peeped, was like, he kept trying to bring up Cardi. Cause like he wanted to see like what the temperature was.
See that I see clips about that.
Okay, what those clips say? They thought the same thing.
Oh wait, we was listening to it in the car. That wasn't even a clip. That was it yesterday.
Oh, you watched it with me? Oh yeah, that's
right.
Yeah.
Right. In the car.
Okay.
And he asked her if she would have her on Carisha Please.
Okay. So before that, when the interview like first started, he like the very first thing he said was like, yeah, when I found out I was interviewing you, I said, well, he said I texted Cardi today, and I said I'm interviewing Carisha. That's how he started the interview, like one of the first like 2 or 3 statements.
Right.
And he was like, and she said I love her, or whatever. And so like just trying to make it known that Cardi fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and so Carisha like answered like, you know, that's what's up, but she never said like whether or not she liked Cardi. She just never said that.
Yeah.
Like she never said, oh, I fuck with her too. Like, oh, that's my girl. She kind of always pivoted the conversation. Well, she did very good at like pivoting it, or like being funny to where you gonna like let the question slide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I thought he did. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting because I'm like, he always trying to like plug his friends. Like if he fuck with somebody, Jason Lee gonna keep bringing you up. He always bringing up Cardi and Rihanna. He want everybody to know that he friends with them. And I'm like, and that's cool because maybe I'm friends with them. I'm probably doing the same thing. I don't really know.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm just like, so yes, he kept asking her or whatever, and yeah, she ain't never really answered that. So that's like my other like little favorite thing that he did. But I thought it was a good interview.
Right. So how did you feel about her Met Gala look?
I loved it. Like
I thought she was
her and Diddy gave mistress or Mr. and Mr. You know what I'm saying? It gave like domination,
Madam and
sir. Madam and sir, like type vibes. Yeah, I definitely
liked it.
I appreciated it. it. What did you like?
I'll tell you who I didn't like. I wasn't a fan of the Wades. I didn't like their little situation.
You
Am I?
No, I'm kidding.
I was going to say, I wasn't a fan. Whoever the kitty cat was, I didn't like that either.
I love the kitty cat. You know why? I like people who like do extra. Cause like I always think that Met Gala thing is supposed to be extra. Like I didn't like it like in a way like, oh, so fashionable. I thought it was funny. I'm just like, this is just stupid. And I like when people go the extra mile. Like even Doja, she did her face like a cat or whatever. What was the theme? I don't know what the theme was.
It was a person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So whatever his style was, whatever he. Yeah.
Like so they pushed. I'm gonna look it up what the Met Gala theme was in 2023.
But I wasn't a fan of Lil Nas X.
Okay, a designer. I'm sorry. It's a designer. I'm sorry. Karl Lagerfeld.
Okay, yeah.
So the thing was in honor of Carl. So like things that he styled or had, or his style type thing or whatever.
Something in that realm.
Yeah, celebrities who nailed it. And I guess he does a lot of black and white or like something like that. Okay, but go ahead.
I like Yara Shahidi. I liked her.
Oh God, she looks so beautiful.
Yeah, she was so pretty. What's the girl we talked about her earlier? Because you liked her too.
The dark skin girl. Her name was a noti, something like that, or
Yeah.
whatever. But she looked
really
She
good.
looked really good.
I think Kim looked really good. Kylie, man.
Kylie was mid. And Kendall was a fuck no.
Yeah, I didn't like Kendall at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't like.
I like Kiki Palmer. She had that snapback.
Kiki, yeah,
The
Kiki
mommy
was
snapback.
good, okay?
Was like,
Them titties
okay.
is sitting up these days.
Yeah, the dress was really.
It looked
really
good. Yeah.
Serena, I wasn't really.
Yeah, I wasn't.
It was
blown
giving.
away.
I mean, it's not really like I like Serena, but you know, she's not like the best. Like
Cardi, I
yes.
did love Cardi's look.
It's Cardi. The roses. This is pretty. Only thing I said about Cardi, which I didn't not like, was like the channel. They said the fans was like singing like Nicki Minaj songs, like in the audience, like while she was on the Met Gala like stage. Like I'm like, kids, people are like weirdos though. Like y'all are so obsessed with like other people's lives and them like beefing.
Yeah. I feel like there was somebody
Tiana Taylor. This is not bad.
Oh yeah, I like Tiana Taylor's.
Yeah, her body just always makes anything look good. Cause at first I was like, no.
I liked the pre-Met Rihanna look with the Chanel shades.
Yeah,
that was cute. But her look, it was it was cool.
I guess my man Pearls and Roses. I'm not looking at Karl Lagerfeld. I remember hearing his name before. I just didn't know he passed away.
Hathaway?
Yeah, Anne was good. Pretty
Okay.
I like the dress. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It's giving a slim bad bitch. Kendall was just a no.
Yeah.
It was too much. I didn't like the arms. Lizzo, I didn't like none of this either. It could have been kitten boots she got on. Come on,
not the kitten boots.
It's like kitten boots. It's giving like kitten boots.
Yeah. So those are my yays and nays for the Met.
You know what my yay is right now?
Let me tell you.
A single day Mayo shot.
Ooh, Brittany got that. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, we'll take ours and
Yeah.
we just wait for you to get yours.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and cheers.
Shit.
Come on.
Brittany. Go. Yeah, go.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, you're not in the frame at all.
Woo! The Met is always interesting to me because I'm like, it's one of those things that celebrities love getting invited to, or like
they be feeling the way
they don't get invited to it. Yes. Somebody said, Lorraine Cox.
Yeah, she was like, I didn't get my.
I guess my invitation was lost in the mail this year.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's like Jim Jones. He felt some kind of way about all the BET people being at all at the BET. What's the show called? About the socialites and all them being at the BET Awards, and Jim Jones said he couldn't get a seat, or they put him in the back or something crazy, whatever.
The influencers had floor seats, and
and he felt some kind of way about it, and it's like, I mean, I get it, because I'm like, once you get to a certain status, you got the right to feel how you feel about anything that you want to feel some kind of way about. Like you know who I'm is. You know who I'm is, and act likes it.
Period.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. Guess what I did? I changed my I changed my hinge status to both men and women. So I'm interested on Hinge in men and women, and I matched with a girl.
Okay, you matched with one girl.
One girl was.
And what did you like about her?
She's tall, and she got a cute little body on her, and she's bisexual. So that means she want dick too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a plus.
Right.
And how are you feeling? Are you feeling nervous?
Nervous as fuck, y'all. Okay. I am fucking shaking.
This bitch gonna ask me early, like, am I gonna take care of them? I'm like, what are you talking about?
I don't know, cause
nobody asked you to be no man. Like, that's it. Like, you jumping
out.
I
don't know.
You said you trying to like, and who take care of you? Like, no.
I don't know.
Like, you don't gotta treat niggas and bitches the same way. We shouldn't be taking care of no nigga anyway. So,
right.
But you shouldn't have to treat.
No, but I'm saying, like,
you don't have to do
that from me. Like,
it's everybody has different standards. But you said you was going into it to fuck. You said your name was Buck.
I didn't say my name was no
damn
Buck.
And I'm here to fuck.
But I wanna be able to like her too.
Yeah, you can like her.
More than, sexual. I wanna go on dates and hang out and what have you.
Okay.
Not just see her in the night hours.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you're not required to like have to pay for her. I'm like, everybody has like their own like rules and like standards and shit like that. Cause I feel like certain girls I dated, I put the check. Sometimes I'll be like in exchange. It kind of depends on like what y'all dynamic is. You know what I'm saying?
Do we like go Dutch on that one? Like
I would rather not go Dutch. Like, oh, I'm gonna take you out this time. You invite her out, you pay for it. Just because I'm a classy bitch. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't do it like that. But I have been on dates with girls, and we split the check. Like I went on one date with this girl, and we went out to eat, and we supposed to go afterwards to go like smoke hookah or whatever. And like the tab ran up at dinner. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't expensive. If that makes sense. Like I was like, we spent a nice little like together we would spend like $100. So I'm like, we only pay like 50 a piece. Like to me, I'm like, okay, cool, we can go have a hoop. But then like afterwards, I'm like, well, I kept trying to tell like, well, I'll pay for the hookah. Like I felt like she left the date and she's like, oh no, I ain't gonna be able to do hookah. And when I got home, she's like, well, I didn't know you was gonna take care of it, but you should have said that also.
Right, yeah.
Like I'm like, it's all about communication. Like if you'll tell a nigga like I ain't paying for this shit, like you can tell a bitch when we go out like, bitch, alright,
right. So
I pay rent to that bitch, so I can't. But I would rather her said it to me instead of being like,
she got home.
but it's uncomfortable to say I'm broke. To say I'm broke. Everybody, you don't want to just tell everybody you broke, so I do get that.
Right.
But I kept saying it. I was saying it in a way of like, yeah, like let me like I'm gonna take. I mean, we can go smoke hookah. I'll take care of it. Like I was saying, like I'll take care of it. Like literally.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm saying it's like you don't gotta have no expectations. Just go with the flow.
I'm so nervous, y'all.
I know you are. I'm just kind of just like I just can't picture you eating no pussy. That's really what it is.
Me neither.
I can't picture you eating no pussy. I just go.
I'm open to it. I'm open to it.
Okay, I'm open to you doing it too. I'm just saying. I can't. Just let pound. Now if you lit, then yes. Cause I feel like when you gotta let the freak. I get it.
The freak flag flies.
You know what I'm saying?
When the liquor is.
You know what I mean? So I do believe that you might be able to do it. I'm just like, this is just gonna be funny.
I feel like if I do it the first time when I'm drunk and I'm just like, okay.
Oh, this is my girlfriend Jasmine. Like I can't even see it. That was her name for real? Oh, I didn't mean that. You have to say that. That was an example.
I thought you were saying it because
but that was the person that came in my head. It could have been because you told me about her, but you told me about a lot of girls. So I thought that was what? That you mashed it, and then the other ones, I did not know that was that's funny as hell. But so what? I mean,
it's so many Jasmines in the world.
Exactly. That are bisexual. I know about 4 of them right now. I name one man, Jasmine.
Go ahead.
No, I'm playing. But yeah, I'm proud of you, friend.
Yeah, I just I want to see what's the tea, how this going.
So if you start dating a female, do you plan on being as candid as you are with them? Or would you tell them the same things you tell your man? Like just little secrets or like certain things about you that like a person knows. You get what I'm saying? Like would you feel comfortable? Or do you feel like you would feel like she's like supposed to be like on a friend level, so would you feel more, you know what I'm saying? Like what do you think your energy would be like?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would want to be able to be friends. I don't know. I want to be able to express to her how I'm feeling or what's the what, but I don't know if I don't know. You have experience. Do you treat your girlfriends like your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Or like your friend?
No. Like I'm dating you. Let's say this about you. I don't want to know. Like I don't want to hear about your whore past.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know
her story.
I don't want you telling me about you sucking this nigga's dick last night. Look at this hoe. Like you know, like I don't want to hear that. I don't care if we both doing whatever. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
I do want to be able to fuck things together though.
Yeah, I can go. That's a slippery slope. Trust me. No,
I believe it. It would have to be a nigga that I have no feelings for. It can't be no nigga who I'm
like a nigga y'all bring into it. Now I know.
I don't want to fuck none of her niggas, and I don't want her to fuck none of my niggas.
Yeah, that was my problem. We was fucking on all my old niggas. You get what I'm saying? Right. And my current niggas. Like, so it just didn't work. And one girl I was dating, I thought she was too comfortable with me. Like I told you, like she tried to put like her tampon on in front of me, and I'm like, I don't want to see you do that. Like I don't want to watch you fucking shove on shit in your pussy. Like I'm not your homegirl. Even I don't do it for my friends, but I would do that for my friends before I would do it in front of my nigga. Like just stand there and be like, leg cocked in the air. Right. My thing is this, I'm very open and I'm an exhibitionist. So if I'm with you, I'm usually walking around naked, like all that. I'm very comfortable. But Like, the men that I date usually come in the bathroom when I'm doing stuff, and some of them walk out and some of them don't. So if you're comfortable with it, sure, but I'm not going out my way. I felt like she walked out the bathroom, we were talking, and she walked out the bathroom and stand there and talk to me and shove it, and I'm not saying that, and shove it in.
You don't
like, no. And shove it in.
It's
but
her.
I'm like, you couldn't do that. Why you couldn't do that? Why you couldn't do that in the bathroom? Like, I just didn't.
If it's her, I feel like she one of the most extra bitches I've ever met in my life, and that's just her MO.
Yeah, I just don't like people who just do stuff that's like, just like, I'm like, you're doing too much. Like, that wasn't, it just wasn't necessary. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, if I'm putting one on my man walking, I'm not gonna stop. But I'm also not walking out the room to talk to him and put my leg up on the bed and then hand me one in. Like, I'm just not doing that. I'm like, so I said that to X. Would you tell your next girl, that you don't wash your bottom of your feet?
Yes, I would. Because we might take showers together. And then when she see me wash the top of that motherfucker and not the bottom of it, if she got questions, I don't have an answer for you. No, I just don't wash the bottom of my feet. I wash my whole body, top to bottom. I scrub that bitch down. But no, I don't take the washcloth or my fucking loofah and get in between the toes or the bottom of my
So you never
foot.
flip it over?
Do I flip what over?
You flip like, yeah, like
you wash the bottom.
Yeah.
If I come from the beach, I've been walking outside on my fucking feet all day.
But when you in the shower,
shoes and shit on. If I'm just taking a regular shower, no, I don't wash the bottom of my feet.
that's bizarre.
Okay, judge me. I mean,
I'm glad that you're proud of it.
Yeah, I even scrub the top of that motherfucker, my ankles, all of that shit. Just don't do the bottom.
But you like getting your toes up?
No, I'm not even a toe. I mean, if that's your thing, baby, I ain't gonna stop you. But no, I'm not like super. Suck my toes tonight.
I mean, I ain't mad at it. I mean, I never stopped nobody, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I just think that's bizarre. Like, you really on some, like,
What?
I don't wash my leg shit.
I wash my whole body, my legs.
But your feet
I wash
is
the
the part
top
of
of
your
my
body.
feet. I wash my
I can see you
ankles,
said,
both
like,
sides.
But you a quick, like, I don't know. I mean, you walk on.
I just don't. Right? Okay. You know me. I don't do no bare feet. Nothing. That's not my thing.
Your skin gonna callous if you don't.
My skin, I don't even let them use the little cheese grater
You
on the bottom of
should.
my feet. For what? If it's not hard. That shit soft as hell. They feel it and they be like, yeah, no, you know me.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I guess not washing is working out for you.
It has. My feet don't stink. If I take my shoes off, they don't stink. If I wear my shoes with no socks, it don't stink. I don't have issues. However, I don't wash the bottom of them. That just is what the fuck it is. And judge your mama.
When did you ever? No, I'm judging you. When did you ever come to that? When did you come to that realization? Was it like
It was never. First of all, I don't. And this no shade to my mama because I love that lady. I just don't remember her ever washing me up either. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't remember whenever she was washing me.
Yeah.
To be like, you know, make sure you get this, or make sure you do that, or make sure you wash it in between your toes or the bottom of your. I don't remember that, so I.
Okay, so you taught yourself to wash up, pretty much.
Basically, I love you, mama.
That's how you feel.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I feel. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm not even going. I'm just asking because I mean, I'm just asking. Like I'm just curious. Like, I want to know how you felt about it.
Okay, and shout out to y'all for washing the bottom of your feet.
I'm just asking. Like, I mean.
Okay. So let me ask you this.
No.
Whenever you cooking for people, do you want them to taste your food in front of them?
Okay. Now you know that is I really gotta ask y'all. This is a call out to all of my chefs, plate sellers, or whatever. Like, what makes y'all? And I'm really asking because like I always say, my personality is more so like, here go your stuff. This is this. I want to explain the business, you know, whatever to you. But like sometimes when I go pick up food, I don't want to eat it right that moment.
Right. Yeah.
And then now I feel peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't know how to say no.
Right.
Even like if they don't want to do that shit. Like now you out here, I can't get my plate like straight from work. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking ran down. You know what I'm saying? I just left Pound Town, and now you asking me to taste. You asking me to taste your bland pasta.
Can I record you while you? Not your bland.
I gotta taste your bland pasta online, and now I gotta lie to kick it because you got me on the spot.
On the spot, and I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Because I know I've had food, and I've been like, oh, okay, I thought it was gonna be better than what it was. But I wouldn't have said something right in front of them. I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I always want to know like what makes them like ask like, yeah, can I record you tasting it? Like that's weird. That's a.
It felt uncomfortable whenever he asked.
Record you tasting it. I want to. And pour your fork and look up to the camera.
He was like, I'm about to record. You mind? And I was just like, oh, okay. I opened my plate just to look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, if what I asked for was in there.
And what if I was getting a plate for somebody else, and now I done fork down their fucking sand and got a fork knife, a fork scoop through it.
Right.
I mean, you can't say no. You can't say no. Everybody has the option of saying no. I'm just saying like.
But when people catch you off guard or you're not
Yeah.
expecting it, it's just kind of like, okay. I mean, that's not what I signed up for today, but I guess we here now, you know?
That's just always one of the things that I always wonder, like, what makes people like. I love when people give me like reviews and stuff like that, but like an in-person thing, I'm kind of more so like I'd rather you be honest.
I want you to post it and say, be like, yeah, this.
I want you to really feel that way. And not just do it because you feel like I'm pressuring you to taste my food on location and go into the camera. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, to each his own. I mean, it's good promotion though. What I will say is it's great promotion because you see other people liking the food and eating it and it's seeming like it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Really
and little do you know that they never called him again for another plate.
But
they never called him again for another plate after that.
Me. I mean,
never called again for another
food
plate.
was decent, but do I want to pay $20 for another fucking plate of food or $25, whatever the fuck it was? No, I don't. Who the fuck charges that much? It's not now. If you were coming to my house, you were preparing it in front of me.
That's something totally different.
Yeah, that's different. But you're not about to. I'm not paying that much for no food.
Chicken.
So no cold food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That you cooked an hour ago, and I'm just now I gotta go upstairs and still warm it up, and I still gotta pay you full price.
Yeah, and it's single. I'm thinking about it now because I'm like, it's Cinco de Mayo, so we're gonna be eating something later. We're gonna want some food, and I don't want to pay.
And it might be him,
not mine. I'm pretty sure by the time we get done with what we're doing, Jeff, we can still be. I'm be looking. I'll be on the website.
You be on.
I'll be online ordering wings. I don't want to play around. Especially when I'm drunk, I want to eat some good food.
Yeah.
Like, why do we love Cinco de Mayo so much? Like black, we really
love Cinco de Mayo.
We just like a party.
I was about to say we love a reason to drink. And we love to find a reason to drink.
Literally.
Or celebrate something.
Yeah.
And so here we
are.
on
the grill.
Okay.
We was on the grill last year. Now we got on sweaters and turtlenecks and all kind of stuff.
We was in the pool doing laps.
We really was. Backstroking, breaststrokes.
Right.
Breaststrokes.
Oh, not breaststroke.
I was breaststroking, like backwards and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. You know I know how to swim. So yeah, that's what we was doing on Cinco de Mayo last year. And now we all cold. We still trying to get out there though. We did drink yesterday and we was not supposed to. I don't know. They just set me up. I'm gonna be honest. She called me on something. You want to get your nails done? La 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 la. Then she goes, should I bring my dog? Should I bring my dog? I was like, we going to the nail salon. Why would you bring your dog? She's like, I'm just saying, this in case we do something afterwards. I'm like, oh, okay.
I didn't wink no eyes.
But that's what I didn't wink no eyes.
I didn't wink no eyes.
She called me. She was like, this is we do something afterwards. I don't know, eat, drink, chill. I'm like, we having a kickback. So next thing you know, we at the store. I'm buying tenders to put in buttermilk for us, and we drinking a whole bottle of De Leon.
I thought we was gonna eat salads because that's what she said.
We put the salads in the wraps, did we not?
Did we? We did.
We did.
She made mine for me.
Yeah, I did.
Like that.
I'd be acting funny. Like, I'll cook it and I'm like, I ain't making your plate though.
Right.
Because that's where I draw the line.
And then we had a battle with the motherfuckers across the street.
Yeah.
Because they thought they was going to have a better kickback.
Better.
Like,
it's a Thursday night.
Yeah, I got to get up in the morning.
You got work. You go to work every morning. So I'm sitting there, I'm kicking it with my friends, you know what I'm saying? AKA Deja. And the next thing you know, he battling with us. We won't have it.
What's that about? So we turned the music up, cranked it up.
And they was laughing all hard and smiling at each other. They smiling on the patio
what's that
and stuff.
About?
It was a challenge and we won.
Period. Every time.
Period.
Big took.
So, speaking of battling, my man is about to get back on the court. My woman man's.
Okay.
Joanna Man. That was one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Yeah, I used to love that movie too.
I'm so childish. That shit was so funny. I just love sarcasm. What you call it? She's like, ew, get off me. Like when he was trying to like kiss her and all kind of stuff. And she got the door in his face. Like that was just one of the funniest movies to me.
Man.
And
I also used to love the Wayne sister. And so like I like to see her in other things besides the Wayne stuff.
Yeah, like getting out there.
Yeah. I agree. I'm excited. I can't wait to see. You know, they've been fucking bringing everything else back. They want a man.
Yeah, they might as well bring that back.
Yeah.
She was a full-time basketball player.
Okay.
Full-time basketball player. Woman, woman, all of it. Full-time. And that's what I loved.
Okay. A full-time. Speaking of full-time, let's talk about full-time dads.
So admirable. Full-time dad get bitches.
Yeah.
No.
They do get bitches. I love a nigga that dads. I love a nigga that dads, right? But there's a difference between a full-time dad and then like a weekend dad. Okay? And so like I've cut a nigga off from being like a full-time dad. And don't fight me in the comments, guys. Please. However, when you're dating a dad that is like full-time, like that is like a mom, you know, a mom is
this has to be so like
it is so
double
vague.
standards.
It's so definitely double standard. Right. Because full-time dad, he's a dad every fucking day, right? And then there's dads who get their kids on the weekends, they get their kids for holidays, they get their kids for, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And those dads have more time.
Right. So you're selfish.
Yes. Yeah.
So you don't want to share your man. Okay, so it's crazy because you want to be a stepmom your whole life.
So bad. I used to love that shit, right? But stepmom to weekend dads kids. Full-time dads, it's just like, oh God, kid is here again. And it's just like every fucking day we can't do nothing now.
I mean,
only on the weekends when she go home to her mama.
I mean, you gotta know what kind of person you want to date. And I mean, and that's one of the things.
And I love a nigga that dads.
You sound unhealed.
What do you mean unhealed?
You sound unhealed.
And what do you mean by that?
I'm just saying. But like,
yeah, I love a nigga that dads. Like, I love a nigga that is like super dad type shit, but like
super weekend dad.
Super weekend dad.
Super weekend dad.
Yeah, I'm
so you
not gonna lie about it. It's hard to date a man that is a dad every day, like a full-time mom. You know what I'm saying?
But if you was a full-time mom, would you feel some kind of way if somebody felt that way? Well,
no, because if we talking about niggas being dads, right? We always you get. I'm gonna use your baby daddy for.
Oh, let's do somebody else.
Okay. Anyway, somebody who gets their kids every time they're supposed to get their kids, right? I love that. Like, I love that you get your kids every weekend.
Right.
I love that you
come, you say you're supposed to, you gonna come, you gonna stand them up.
Right, you know what I'm saying? There's
yeah, true.
The you know what I'm saying? Y'all have a relationship. I love that. Your kids know who you are. They know what it feels like to have a dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love that. But you are the full-time parent?
The full-time provider. 24/7, 365. He's taking her to school in the morning. Yeah, that's intense. You know what? I don't know if I can date somebody who's a full-time dad either. If I'm being honest, even though I got Taylor full-time, but I do have my alone time. So if she's not picking that child up ever, and she's somewhere else not caring, and he got that child all the time, I think it depends what you're looking for, right? I
don't think it's not possible.
I think it depends what you're looking for.
Because I've dated a few niggas who are full-time dads.
But say he's a full-time dad, but the child goes to daycare or the child goes to school, so then it gives y'all time.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, if I'm looking for long term, that would never be on my list of deal breakers, if that makes sense. But I can see how it can be challenging.
You a full-time dad, huh?
I see how it can be challenging, because especially when you go from not. I can understand, because in my situation now,
especially the ones who are like, yeah, my, you know, I got my daughter. You can't come over right now. And it's just like, I respect it, but like, man, like now, ho, you're not gonna come live with my daughter in here. I can't. I can't what she think of me. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I respect that.
Right. It's just like, and then there are the full-time dads that be like, yeah, just wait for her to go to sleep. When she goes to sleep, I'm gonna hit you, and then you just pull up type shit. And that's cool, but like,
I will say, like, in dating since I've had Taylor, and that has been like a totally different experience, because I realized, like, in dating someone that only dated people who didn't have kids before, his expectations of me in the beginning to me was so unrealistic. Like, you get what I'm saying? And even now, I know he'll feel some kind of way, like, damn, like if a schedule gotta get changed or this gotta get changed, and I'll change it, then tell him like afterwards, because I'm like, I'm not, regardless I'm doing it, right? Yeah. So I'm still communicating and let you know that it's happening, but it's like, this stuff gotta, at the end of the day, you gotta accept me in second.
Yeah.
And you always gonna be second. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, you gotta be okay with that. And like, I make it known, like, my child is my first priority. I love you, and I'm one people where I understand people who feel that way. Like, sometimes, like, when a man comes first, whoever you with, maybe my husband, like, those dynamics would change if I was married, and my mindset would change. But in a dating situation, I want you to understand, like, even once me and you have kids, I'm gonna hold our kid to the same standard that I hold my kid to. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna love my kid, and my kid is, she here, like, regardless. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do think it was like a hard adjustment for him, because I realized, like, he'll say something to me like, "Woman," I'm like, I can't do that. Like, why would I be able to, like, I'm not leaving her for that place.
So
to go hang out.
What made me like feel away? Because I dated 2 men like recently that were full-time dads, and one of them, he would make time. He would wait for his kid to go to sleep and be like, all right, I'm gonna come over, or like, oh, okay, she's asleep now, you come over. And then the other one would just be like, oh, well, I got my daughter, so I don't know. And it's just like, okay, I guess. And so it was just like, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? The other one made time for me. He didn't make me feel like, while I know in my mind that I'm second, because that is your priority. She's first. I don't have a ring on my finger. We haven't established anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just fucking around, kicking it, going on dates and shit. But the other one was just like, yeah, no, my daughter, we can't. Oh, you want to do this? We can't. My daughter. And I'm just like,
I think it's mainly, I would say it's probably a communication thing, and I don't think I'm the best communicator, and I can admit that, because I'm very like, it's hard for me to like, I know what I'm going to do regardless. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to do what I'm going to do, and there's nothing that you can do to talk me out of or convince me of something that I already have planned anyways. So it's hard for me to like tell people like what I'm thinking prior to, because either way I'm going to do is how I feel. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I know that in relationships sometimes it's kind of hard when there's a child and you doing stuff for the child and you're trying to make sure the child is taken care of. You still got to take care of your partner in the same sense. So and make them feel wanted also. So yeah, I think I'm bad at that sometimes. Like when it comes to like Taylor, because I'm like, Taylor, she sometimes Taylor want to stay up. You get what I'm saying? I'm kind of just like, I know what her day was, so I'm like, no, like she wants to do this, so we got to do it this way. You get what I'm saying? Or whatever. But that's just a mindset thing. Everybody got different mindsets.
Right. And so speaking of mindsets,
your transition. Speaking
of, since you mentioned, while we're on the topic. Do people mindsets piss you off sometimes?
Of course.
Okay, elaborate. Tell me more. I want to know.
I mean, that's like anything. Like, you'll look at like how people view things. Like, it's frustrating. And we're gonna get into it after this, like the MDK Williams situation. Like, everybody had different mindsets and points of view and like how they're looking at stuff. And sometimes in dating, it's hard to understand somebody's mindset, and that'll totally turn you off, because people don't process shit the same way that you do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They haven't been through your same experience. They haven't lived the same life. So like their mindset and how they're looking at stuff can like completely like totally piss you off.
I feel like people who have been given certain things their whole life, or have experienced things that people who like maybe us couldn't have experienced. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand why we feel the way we feel, or why we're so passionate about the things that we're passionate about, because their experiences weren't the same, so their mindset is different from ours. They feel like, oh, well, why don't you just go get it, or why don't you just go do it? And it's just like it don't work that way.
Even I would say like people who are like not even just like the income disparity or like where you were raised type thing, but I guess it's kind of.
I don't think it stops there, but like that's just what first thing came to my mind.
The first thing that kind of irritates you about somebody,
right?
But yeah, like even like they like my whole thing is the biggest mindset that pisses me off is like when I look at people and I feel like that they haven't like grown, and I can't tell nobody how to grow, but like you could be around somebody and be like, your mindset has not changed since I met you about something that I feel like you should have evolved from. You get what I'm saying? I feel like in every aspect of your life you have to grow in some sense. Like I can't tell you what growth is, but I can look at you and say for my preference you haven't grown enough for me. And I think that's the biggest thing. Like you'll be in a relationship with somebody and they'll keep saying like, you can't see that I've changed, you can't see that I've grown. I'm like,
no.
Your mindset, you feel like you've grown because you used to giving everybody your ass to kiss and giving them an inch. And then as you give me an inch and a half, you feel like your whole mindset has changed and you're a totally different person. I'm just kind of like, yeah, like you have the same mindset. You just kind of like not showing it. You get what I'm saying? Like you the same person. You just know how to mask it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I just feel like in life it's hard to meet people in general.
I think that
you never know.
People with mindsets who and RIP to what's the nigga name? He died from the Red Bull and the blue pills.
What?
What's Kevin Samuels? The Kevin Samuels.
That's how he really died.
The blue pill and the Red Bulls. I was just assuming.
That's funny, not the bullies. Okay, go ahead.
the people who follow like the things that he talk about, and it's just kind of like, y'all really. And Kevin Samuels was spending that money on bitches, and don't let him fucking fool you. Yeah. Don't ever let that nigga. But because he won't show y'all that, and he was just talking that big boy shit. Yeah. Y'all just running whatever he said, right? And it's just kind of like, shut the fuck up.
That's like any
motherfucker with money, they gonna spend their money. Women or men gonna spend their money how they see fucking fit. If they got it, they gonna spend it, and that's just on period. And now he talk to you broke niggas and telling you broke niggas what he doing, how he spending his. And y'all following it. That's so stupid. I hate that.
I hate a nigga who just like you like. I can't even say this a nigga. It's a person in general. When you get online and you digest information and you are literally like you're like a photocopy of everything that's on the internet, from TikTok to Instagram. You reading these blogs, these websites, and you regurgitating and spitting out everything that you read. And not consuming information for yourself and coming
you
with
don't
your own
go do your own research.
You're not doing your own research. You're not doing your Googles. Yeah. All you're doing is sitting on YouTube and letting a nigga in the chair tell you that you shouldn't eat lettuce no more because lettuce is too green for the body to digest properly, and it sits on your stomach like beef. Now you tell everybody lettuce and beef is the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Like you sat online and you listen to something that another human being spat out, and you are completely making that your whole character.
And that's how I feel about people who don't eat pork. And I'm just like, they're like, oh, you didn't watch the documentary? What the hell? No. If I watch What the Hell, pork is one of the.
I watch it too. I do watch
one of the most least. What are they doing to the things? You know, cloning. They don't clone pigs as much as they clone chicken. So yes, I'm gonna fucking eat my pork chop.
That's what they call chicken a dirty bird, because they be
It's so
they be beating, they be punching. I see
Yeah, I
little
eat
men,
chicken
like,
every fucking
punching. I see them
day.
punching the chickens.
Yeah, I eat chicken
I
fucking
didn't see
every
that. I
fucking
didn't see that.
day.
But like, I see
just
something
wanted to
similar.
respond to
I
it.
see something similar. But I think
Yeah, eat that
the
shit
thing
every
about it
day.
is like everything is bad for you unless you're gonna go like really and cut everything out.
You go
like
grow
you
your
never
own
gonna
every
win.
fucking thing.
And
Like,
I mean, I
and
do
then
wanna
when
do
you
that,
buy the
though. I do
soil,
wanna
when
do
you
that.
buy the fucking seeds, you buy it from the motherfuckers who cloned it the first time.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a healthier way to eat, but the pork thing is not like I'm not capable for pork to pretend it's healthy because it ain't. And
Right.
like, and
It's
the way
not.
swine and produce and like the things they eat is disgusting.
Yeah.
But what I
but
was,
you get
I'm not.
just how they farm raised salmon and they farm raised
Ain't no
everything.
farm raised pork because they
Yes,
nasty.
they could whatever they fucking feed, they could decide what they want to feed they pigs.
Okay.
Just like they
Things
decide what the fuck they want to feed they fucking chicken.
Listen, I don't have no problem with any of these things. All I'm saying is that the pork issue is like when people say I don't eat pork, but they eat bacon and they eat pepperoni. So it's like,
Alright.
do you eat pork or not? They're like, oh, I don't eat pork, but I eat pepperoni.
But I eat pepperoni. Oh, but I just watched you order bacon at breakfast. Like, come on. Stop playing with me.
Like,
I hate those mindsets. Those mindsets piss me the fuck off. How you don't eat pork but you eating bacon?
yeah.
Every time we go to breakfast. Like, come on.
You get your beige rage on like Envy. This how Envy was on the Breakfast Club right now.
Oh,
She
man.
raging on the beige raised me to
Yeah.
get high right now with this bitch. That's all I'm saying. That's how y'all should have seen if y'all watched that interview.
Yeah.
He was so
He
heated
was
with Ebony K.
heated.
I'm like, why?
He was like, she just talked for 22 minutes.
He said, and I think it was 60 seconds, 62 seconds. I'm like, Dad, he was watching the clock and
He
everything.
did, and he was counting. Woo! He was heated.
So for those of you who have not caught up yet, by the time y'all see this, it's gonna be probably about a month since it happened. So we in the vote right now with episodes.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Ebony K. Williams was asked a question by Ayana Van Zam.
Zant. There you go.
Yeah, and she in the interview, Ebony K was asking her pretty much about dating, something about the black man, what to expect or something like that, whatever. What can I expect to something, and how can we better for black women, yada yada yada.
Right.
And then Ayana asked the question like, would you date a bus driver? And now they get talking, and Ebony pretty much says like, yeah, if he owned the bus. So everybody felt some kind of way like she was shitting on bus drivers and pretty much saying like they were mediocre and all these other things. And yeah, you watched some of it. What did you think about it?
Yeah, so I watched the Breakfast Club interview. I did watch her interview with Ayala. However, I did watch the Breakfast Club interview. I watched the whole thing, and I agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? What is that your standard? Like, I understand that DJ Envy was like, well, you know, it's a 20-year until you can retire. So if you start when you're 20 and you finish at when you're 20, when you're 40,
and
like, you know, you get your pension and your whatever. And it's just like, yeah, I get that. But then what she's speaking on generational wealth. We talk about generational wealth so much. So if he gets this trade and he learns how to do this, and then he buys the bus, and then now once he's ready to retire, he can pass that down to his kid, and when his kid is ready to retire, they can pass that down to their kids. And like, you know, it can keep going. Now our family isn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We not poor, we not at the bottom of the barrel. So I understand what she was saying, but DJ Envy was just so frustrated by the fact that
by the comments and her word choice in general offended him.
And like, I feel like Weezy kept saying like, y'all didn't watch the whole thing. Y'all just kept seeing the clips.
No, that was
Mandy.
Yeah.
And she was just like, y'all just was watching the clip, like y'all didn't. She was agreeing with Ayala, and what all y'all saw were whatever that network put out as the clip, and it's just like, and she kept trying to reiterate that, but DJ Envy just wasn't hearing it. It was just like, this is what my dad did or my granddad, and like, you know,
I was offended by you saying this.
Right.
So I think the biggest point is that like I personally get annoyed by the mindset of people who get mad about other people's mindsets online. Right. You don't know these people. You're not even interacting with these people. You can't be mad because somebody doesn't want the same thing that you want. Yeah, and we've seen this with B. Simone and other people online who are saying, I wouldn't date this person and what. That's my preference. How are you mad about my preference? Right. The same people who are in the comments are the same men who say that they don't date black women and all this other kind of stuff. But I can't say I don't want to date a poor man. Right. Or a man who doesn't bust. I'm not saying just a poor, I'm just saying in general. If my preference, I don't care if I said I only want to date black men with 10-inch dicks who make 6 figures. That's my preference. Okay. It's not for you to be upset and offended by.
She made a good point whenever DJ Envy was like, yeah, I know people who drive the bus just for a side hustle. They have properties, they have this, they have that. And she was like, well, that's not how she
wasn't the question.
asked the question. Had she prefaced the question
right
with that,
you want to tell me?
Yeah, that's great if he just doing this just to bring in extra income. But if she didn't say the question, she didn't ask the question that way. So why would I answer it that way?
I feel like
there's no benefit of the doubt in that.
There's no the question wasn't set up that way for a purpose.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of times, and I just like the fact of like black women always talk we need to settle and accept. Right. We gotta accept that man that cheat. We gotta ride or die and hold you down while you drag us through the fucking dirt because we're gonna come out the other end stronger. You know what I'm saying? I gotta support you when you down and all this other stuff just for you to get on your ass for a white girl. Right. Like I gotta do all this stuff. You get what I'm saying? And it's always selling for black women. It's always just taking it and taking it. Why is it if a white therapist who's a woman sat down with another black woman, she wouldn't ask her to date a bus driver. So, or another white woman, I'm sorry. 2 white women sat down and had that conversation. Like, Ayana's question was like, it was so bizarre to me because I can't really remember what every case the original question was, but that had nothing to do with it to me. Yeah. Like, she asked you for an answer, for advice, and you try to put it back on me for me to break it down and explain something. Yeah. No, I'm asking you for a reason because you're supposed to know. Even though she had 3 failed marriages. But Ayana's supposed to know. I'm just saying, she's been divorced 3 times. But that's
life coach.
That's neither here nor there. She can life coach, but all I'm saying is, like, just because I feel that I can't tell you how to do it successfully. I'm just saying, you're not gonna sit in front of me and tell me that I gotta date down and you've been divorced 3 times. Like, no, yeah. Like I don't want advice on that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm like, she sat there and told that woman that like I need to date a bus driver, and then everybody online is upset and offended. It has nothing to do with you. It's really how I felt. Like there's no reason for you to be upset online because she don't want to date a bus driver. That's it. Like and when she broke it down about everything that she was saying about black people, I understood where she was coming from.
The bureaucracy,
all that stuff, and the definitions,
negative connotations.
Everything that she said made sense, but none of that mattered because that wasn't. None of it shouldn't even matter in the first place. This is my preference. You talking about me talking down? I said that I don't want to do these things. I didn't say you couldn't. Right. I didn't say if Joe Blow and I'm not getting Emmy's daughter all this talk. If Emmy's daughter went out there and she got married to a bus driver,
he wouldn't go for it.
Who was just a bus driver? You're talking about buying houses and 401k, and my dad was a cop. Everybody has average jobs. Like that's what Black America is. Like we have average jobs.
And what Ebony is saying is she just wants us to be more than that.
Mm-hmm. And what more?
And what more?
And stop asking black women to fucking date down. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's it. If I want this, why can't I have that? Because it's not normal to you.
You know why? Because sometimes they can't see you doing better than them.
Oh! Oh! Say
Talk to her. Talk to her about them.
Niggas hate it. Let me take that back. Men hate to see a woman doing better than them, especially if it's a woman that they've dated or are dating. I feel like it's ego, it's pride, but it's all of those things. But then you ask me what I bring to the table. I don't want you to ask me what I bring to the table. If you don't want to see me doing better than you, then don't ask me what I bring to the table. Because my table might be way bigger than yours.
So have you experienced dating someone you felt like they didn't want you to do better than them?
Yeah. Because
I want to hear more. Like, what makes you feel like that? What personal experiences?
What personal experiences have I had? I've dated men who felt like, you know, oh well, you got your shit together, so we can't be together because I'm not
cop
there.
out.
Huh?
That's like a cop out.
Yeah, very much so. Like I can't give you what you can do for yourself, and I don't wanna. But if I like you for you, then you know what I'm saying. That shouldn't matter. But now I'm on my Ebony. If you won't own that motherfucker, I don't want it now.
You know,
I tried to date down, and it just wasn't. It didn't work out for me.
You know what? I do feel like that, and I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, while men don't want to see you doing better than them, I don't want to do better than my man. So when I'm dating someone and I'm doing better than them, I always feel like sometimes I lose a little bit of respect for them, and that's gonna sound crazy because I'm like, I know what I want, and I know when I sign up for, like, you're doing this, you're gonna take care of this, I'm gonna take care of this, I'm gonna take care of this. We got our whole shit planned out. Now when I start, now I'm the breadwinner, and now it's starting to look like the scales is tipping. Now it's like, I'm not trying to make you my bitch, but then I feel like I get a little more like, I'm a little more yappy at the job. You know what I'm saying? When I'm like, nigga, I run the fuck, this shit don't even spin without me in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start to feel like, what's going on? You know? So I never like to date a man who is taking care of things. So even a woman, like I did it, when I'm dating women though, it's different though. I will say that. Like sometimes I want to be Big Willie. The most time when I'm dating women, I am the dominant one. So I be like on my Big Willie shit. You get what I'm saying? But I've dated females who were the opposite, and I like that too. But like, I just have to have a clear role as to what's going on in our relationship. Yeah. So if I step into it and you said that you taking care of stuff and I'm the man of the house, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to expect. I don't want to see nothing else. I don't want to see nothing faltering. You know what I'm saying? Like you taking care of the bills because I hold it down when I'm supposed to. But I don't want to have to always be holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, I've been holding it down for about 3 years.
I feel like I experienced that more when I stopped fucking with a nigga. And then I start, you know, leveling up and I start doing better. And now they just like some punk bitches in the DMs or in your messages or calling you like
this nigga. Like
what the fuck?
Yeah, no,
I have experienced it during a relationship, but one time. And I was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, why are you so like, you can't accept nothing because it's just like I'm the breadwinner. It's just like money.
But that's different though. I feel like that situation is kind of like denial, like low key. It is like you and him. He knew the fuck it was, and so did he. Like you knew from very early on what the fuck was going on around there. So like there was no shocker to me when shit hit the fan. It was just unfortunate that it didn't live up to what he promised. But it was kind of just like. It was never like he was Big Willie. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like,
no, I know that.
So like, in those situations, what I will say is that I do believe in the theory that a lot of times a man can never be who he wants to be to you until he has his shit together. Because when a nigga's broke and worried about a whole bunch of other shit, he's still in the streets.
That's the first time I
do believe that. Yeah, like it's hard for a man to give his all. That's why I said I don't want to date nobody who can't take care of themselves. Because I can't go through the struggle with you right now. I can't help you figure yourself out. You lost. You trying to date bitches to overcompensate for you not feeling fully manly or fulfilled within your dreams and your career. So now you are equating women to success. You get what I'm saying? I don't have time to play those kind of mind games with you. Like I don't want to do that. And anytime a motherfucker's pockets start slipping, that's really when they start slipping. Like before then, they can be like shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I agree 100%
like even if they fucking up and doing some shit, you ain't even gonna know because they more cleaner. Now when they start getting broke, shit, everything gets sad. Like I don't want to be sad with you. Like we gotta figure this shit out. I'm not that kind of person. Like I'm like let's get in the field and make sure we in the field. Okay?
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. 100%.
I don't think I've dated anybody who's felt some kind of way about me moving on, just because like when I'm done, I'm done. I be giving chance after chance. Like even if I'm not telling you, I'm giving you a chance. In my head, I'm like, see, this nigga fucked up last week.
I one more. Definitely dated. Look, the nigga that hate to me move on.
Okay.
Yeah, I've dated niggas who hate to see me move on for sure. More than I've dated niggas who hate to see me doing better than
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable. But we're gonna be doing better than everybody. You know why? Because we the bitches, and we gonna take this podcast to the next motherfucking level.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's the fuck it.
That's the fuck all.
This has been another episode of Such a Fucking Lady.
The podcast.
Happy Single Day, bye y'all.
such a fucking lady.